You've been strong for too long. Now, let me hold you, my beloved child. I watched you fake those smiles, carry silent battles, and bury your pain just to keep everyone else from worrying. But I know the weight you carry, and today, I want you to drop it into my hands. You don't have to keep proving your strength to a world that only sees the surface. You don't have to keep walking with bruised feet on broken roads just to appear brave, because I never asked you to wear the mask of control. I asked you to come to me, just as you are, weak, tired, overwhelmed, questioning, trembling, because when you reach your end, that's where I begin. And when you collapse from the weight of it all, that's where I catch you, my child. I was there in the silence when you whispered, "I can't do this anymore." And though no one else saw those tears you cried into your pillow when the night refused to comfort you, I saw every single drop. And I didn't ignore them. I bottled them. I held them. I counted them. Because your pain is never too small for me. Your wounds are never overlooked. And your brokenness isn't a burden. It's an invitation for me to enter and heal. Tell me in the comments, have you ever felt like you had to be strong for everyone else? Because I know that pain. I know how it feels to keep walking while your heart is breaking. I know what it's like to pour into others while you're running on empty. I know how heavy it is to pretend you're okay when you're not. And I want you to know, you don't have to do that anymore. You can be fragile here. You can be real with me. You can be undone. Come closer, beloved. Let me speak to the very place that aches most. All right, my beloved child, take a breath. Let everything go for a moment. This is just you and me now. I want you to slow down, not just your steps, but your thoughts, your fears, your self-blame, your constant what-ifs and "I should have done better." I want you to hand them over to me, one by one. You've carried too much for too long. You've been everyone's anchor while your own heart was sinking. You've smiled while breaking inside. You've encouraged others while secretly wondering if you were even going to make it yourself. But listen to me, now. You were never meant to do life without me. I never asked you to be perfect. I never asked you to fix everything. I never demanded strength from you. I offered mine. My arms were always open. My shoulders were always wide enough. My presence was always near. You didn't need to earn it. You didn't need to wait until you had it all together. You only needed to come as you are, and I would have embraced you fully, completely, eternally. Tell me in the comments, have you felt like the world only loves you when you're strong? Because that's not how I love you. My love doesn't increase with your performance or shrink with your failures. My love remains constant when you're at your best and when you're completely undone. I don't run away from mess. I step into it. I don't turn my face from wounds. I place my healing hands upon them. I don't ignore your tears. I count them as sacred. My beloved child, your strength has become your prison. And now, I want to set you free. Let me carry what you can't say out loud. Let me hold the pieces you keep trying to glue back together. Let me speak peace over the chaos inside you. Just for now, stop fighting and rest in me. I've seen your silent cries while everyone else thought you were just tired. I've heard the desperation in your prayers, the ones that didn't come out as words, only groans and sighs and clenched fists under the covers in the dark. I've watched you wake up every morning trying to gather what little strength you had left, pushing through the day with an aching soul. And I've whispered to your spirit again and again, you don't have to do this alone. I know it's hard to let go. I know it feels like everything depends on you. But the truth is, you weren't created to carry the world, only to carry my love inside it. Pause right here. Tell me honestly in the comments, what have you been holding on to that's breaking your back? Because I see it. I see the guilt you carry, the I should have known better, the why did I let this happen, the I failed again. I see how the enemy twists your mistakes into chains. But hear me, your past is not greater than my grace. No matter what you've done, no matter how many times you've fallen, you are still mine. When I hung on the cross, I took every burden. So let me ask you this. Why are you still punishing yourself for wounds I've already forgiven? You've been strong for too long, my child. It's time to let me in. It's time to lay down your weapons, your defenses, your desperate need to be enough, and simply be with me. You were never meant to impress me. You were meant to be loved by me. Even now, even with the tears, even with the confusion, even with the bitterness you haven't told anyone about, I still want you. I still choose you. I still call you mine. There's no version of you that I've turned away from. Not the broken one, not the angry one, not the scared, anxious, exhausted one. Not the one who said, God, I'm done, I can't do this anymore. Not the one who almost walked away completely. Even then, I stayed. I stayed when others left. I stayed when your heart turned cold. I stayed when you didn't want to talk. I stayed when you thought I was silent. I stayed because my love isn't based on your mood or behavior. It's rooted in eternity. My beloved child, don't push me away just because you feel unworthy. Let me in. Let me into the place you've kept hidden, the one you cover up with distractions and busyness and fake smiles. Let me into the pain you don't talk about. Let me into the guilt you're afraid to confess. Let me into your exhaustion, your anger, your questions. I'm not afraid of your honesty. Tell me in the comments, what's the one thing you've been too afraid to admit to anyone? Because I already know, and I still love you. I didn't come for the ones who have it all figured out. I came for you, the one who's barely holding it together, the one who wakes up with a heavy heart and still chooses to face the day, the one who's exhausted from being the strong one, the one who secretly prays for someone, anyone, to finally say, it's okay to let go. Well, here I am, saying it to you now. It's okay to let go. It's okay to cry. It's okay to need me. You were never meant to carry this alone. Let me carry you. My child, you've tried to be strong for too long. And now, it's time to let me carry you. I know you want to keep fighting, keep figuring it out, keep pretending you're okay. But what if I told you that healing begins when you stop performing? What if I told you that you are already enough in my eyes, not because of what you do, but because of who you are to me? You are my beloved, not almost worthy, not trying to be loved, not maybe someday. Right now. Write 77 in the comments if you're ready to say, Jesus, I choose to rest in your love. Because my child, I don't love you halfway. I don't love you for the version of yourself you wish you were. I love you, the broken, overwhelmed, scared, overthinking, still trying. And I want you to hear this. You can stop running now. You can stop proving yourself. You can stop hiding your tears behind your strength. Let them fall. Let me catch every single one. Let me wrap you in my arms until the war inside your heart goes quiet. Let me silence the lies that say you're too far gone. Tell me honestly in the comments, have you ever believed the lie that you're too much or not enough? Because those lies are from the enemy. He wants you to wear yourself out, to keep chasing things that never satisfy, to believe that your value is tied to your performance. But I came to destroy those lies. I came to give you life, and life more abundantly. If you're ready for real peace, real rest, real healing, write 55555 in the comments now. That's your way of saying, I'm ready, Jesus. I'm giving you everything. I see how hard you've tried. I see the way you care for others, even when no one returns it. I see the moments you've encouraged someone else while your own soul was falling apart. I see how you put on a brave face for your family, for your friends, for your kids, for your followers. But inside, you feel like you're drowning. And here I am, your savior, whispering to your soul. You've been strong for too long. Now, let me carry you. Let me hold what you've hidden. Let me love the parts of you you're ashamed of. Let me carry the pain you thought you deserved to live with. You don't need to stay in survival mode. I have abundance waiting for you. Not more responsibility, not more pressure. Just more of me, more of my peace, more of my joy, more of my presence. And my child, before you go, don't let this be the last time you hear me speak to you like this. Come back often. Stay close to my voice. Stay connected to the place where your soul can finally breathe. If this message touched you, subscribe, not just to a channel, but to a constant reminder of my love for you. Let every message be a moment between us. Let every word be a whisper from my heart to yours. Write 7 in the comments if you're subscribing today, not just to hear more, but to walk closer with me every day. There's more I want to tell you. There are more tears I want to catch. There's more healing I want to pour into your life. So if your heart said yes, if something inside you felt peace again, hit subscribe and let's walk this road together. Because you've been strong for too long, and now you don't have to walk alone.